What's good? What's good? Good morning, my people. I know I ain't went live in a minute. Just out here taking a walk, trying to exercise. Y'all read the title? The title of this is called Say What. All right? I'm going to go ahead and get started here in a minute. All right, let me go ahead and get started. Like I said, the title of this is called Say What? Part 1. And what I'm going to talk about today is about the Roe versus Wade and the Supreme Court shutting it down. And as y'all see, all the liberals, all the little white feminists, they done went crazy. We got corporations. I can't name them offhand, but it's like about 10 to 12 corporations right now saying they will pay. Like if that state don't have abortion rights, they'll pay for their room and board. They'll pay for their lodging, food, gas, for them to get there to have an abortion. So corporations is down to give money to women to kill their babies, but they're not willing to give a living wage, more money to their employees, so the employees don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. So if y'all don't see the irony in that, or see the bullshit in that, just to be plain, I don't know what to tell you. They trying to wrap it around. They trying to wrap this whole Roe versus Wade around LGBT and black women. When since 1973, I believe 63 million or so babies been murdered. 20 million roughly for black women. So when we sit back and say, damn, why is we still at 12? We fluctuate from 12 to 14% of the population. And we've been like that since the 60s or the 70s. Then you ask yourself, so for every life that's born, there's a life being taken. Now, you got people who like, well, what if they get raped? Okay. What if it's incest? Okay. I get that. And by it going back to the states, like how it should be, where the people can vote on it, and it's directly affecting the people, then maybe they can put a provision in there that basically can say, hey, okay, we don't allow abortions under these circumstances, and have the circumstances for incest, rape, things of that nature. You know, woman, what they call it, not platonic, but basically optic, some pregnancy where they basically pregnant in their tubes and they can die. Yeah, okay, something like that. Okay, then you got to perform what you got to perform. But if you got women out here that's just basically being reckless or irresponsible with their reproductive system, no, they don't deserve to have an abortion. You got condoms, you got all kind of contraceptives, you got Plan B, all kind of stuff, and you got abstinence. So there's no way you don't know how to handle your reproductive system other than being loose with your shit. So that right there, I feel like, nah, they shouldn't be allowed to have an abortion. You can't treat abortion as a contraceptive just because you're irresponsible. Because if a man, I posted this on my Twitter, if a man, let's say a woman get pregnant, she want to keep the baby. A man can't say, hey man, I don't want to have that baby. Now he's stuck paying child support for 18 years for a child that he technically didn't want. So how that work? So my thoughts on it, I think they did the right thing. A lot of people who not educated, not understanding that it's just on a federal level. On a federal level, it's It's ended. They sent it back to the states. I guess that's what the 10th Amendment um, intended for it to be. Leave it up to the states. Each state make their own thought and rules and laws on abortion versus the whole federal just blanketing the abortion thing. Because when the feds get in, man, they come black or white. You know, it's a black or white situation when it comes to the feds. So when on federal level, it's ended. But on the state level, it just go back to the states. Now you got like, I believe Missouri, you got Texas, about a handful of states right now who automatically then basically got rid of abortion. They didn't close down abortion clinics. Now, of course, on the East Coast, which is New York, very liberal, they're going to have the right for you to have abortion. On the West Coast, very liberal. In California, you're going to have people able to have abortions. And they're going to have more access to it because that state, them two states, are very liberal. They're going to make sure that them laws get passed. Then they got a governor that's a Democrat, so they're going to sign it. So they're going to have more access to abortion. So that's why I go back to what I just said. Now you got corporations that's basically saying they'll pay a woman. Now if a woman found out she's pregnant and she live in a state that does not allow abortion, they'll pay for her to go to either California or New York to have an abortion. It's crazy. But they won't pay for that woman who got kids to have a living wage to take care of kids, but they'll pay for her to kill the baby. Man, that's cold. So that's my thoughts on it. This the first say what. I'll be coming to y'all with more, but that is my thoughts on, man, on that Roe versus Wade. All right, y'all enjoy y'all morning and y'all day. Peace.